Hey, hello guys, welcome back. So, in this series of videos, I will be talking about Vagrant. I will show you all that is needed for you to work on a Vagrant for setting up of your local dev and test environments with any operating systems that you would like to work on. So, without any delay, let's get started. So, if you see on my screen, I am already in this Vagrant. Vagrant is a product from HashiCorp. So we have a lot of tools provided by HashiCorp like Terraform, Packer, right? So Vagrant is also one of such tool which is primarily used for setting up of your development environments. So setting up of development environment is really painful, right? Like we'll have to install various operating systems, like within various operating systems like CentOS or Red Hat. There are different versions are available. Red Hat 6, Red Hat 7, Red Hat 8. Ubuntu we have 16, 18, 20, right? Windows we have 2008, 12, 16, 20. So it is very difficult for you to have those many ISOs images configured, right? And then installing those operating systems, configuring, setting up, and even after you set up all of that, you do a one small mistake. Maybe things might not work as expected. Again, you will have to redo this whole task of recreating the virtual machines and then installing, configuring your virtual machines and all. So that becomes a tedious job and also a frustrating thing too. So to overcome those challenges, HashiCorp came with this concept called Vagrant, where with few commands, you will be able to bring up your virtual machines. And without much configurations, you can log into those virtual machines by SSH and you can install, configure, manage, right? And after you configure, and if you want to take a backup of those VMs, you can still do that as well, right? So all of that is what I will be focusing in these videos. Okay, so let's get started. So I am using a Windows 10 operating system, probably 11. I have recently updated it to 11. So first thing is that I'll go ahead and install it, right? You can see there is a version 2.3.2. But I'll click on here, download. So Vagrant can be installed in your Mac OS, Windows and Linux too. So I will, since my operating system is Windows, I will be selecting Windows here. And if you just scroll down, so you can see the versions here, AMD, Intel. Just download this one. So depending on the processor, like if you are using AMD processor, then select this one. If you are using Intel, select this one. So if you see, my installation is completed. I would say show in folder. So you have this thing, okay, Vagrant. Just double click on it. So it is just like any other software that you install. Very simple, straightforward. So click on next. It is actually verifying my system's spec requirements, like the amount of free space, processor, those things is what it is actually looking at. So it came up, click on next, accept the license agreement, next, and then install. So once you have the Vagrant installed, you can use any of your editors or terminals through which you can execute Vagrant commands. So I'll show you. Let the installation complete. So during the installation process, you might get a couple of prompts for you will have to allow that in order for the installation to get completed. It is just like you need to authorize the installation process. It is a very good tool, guys. Like once you start building your environments with Vagrant, you just love it. Okay, it will save a lot of your time, and also for those who are getting into DevOps, right? I think this is the first infrastructure as a code tool that will start working on. So the life cycle that we use in Vagrant is almost same with Terraform too. We will initialize the project and then we apply those projects, right? So it's very simple, and the concepts can also be related to Docker. Right? In Docker we have Docker images. From images we create containers. In Vagrant we have boxes, and from boxes we create virtual machines, right? So it's a very good tool. Like we will explore it. Okay. So I think installation is completed, but it is validating the installation. Wait for the validation to get completed. Vagrant can be used with various virtualization tools like Oracle VirtualBox, VMware Workstations, VMware, but I will be using with Oracle VirtualBox, okay? Because Oracle VirtualBox is open source and it is easy to install, manage, configure. So, but the same practicals that I will be showing going forward, you can also use it in your VMware Workstation too. It completely supports it. So I'll pause the video, guys. I think it is taking longer time. I'll pause the video for now and come back once the installation is done. Okay guys, finally the installation is completed. It took almost like 10 to 15 minutes for the installation to complete. Okay, so let's finish. And if you see here, once the Vagrant is installed, it will take a reboot for setting up of the Vagrant, starting the service. So see you in the next video.